No hiding, no frontward, this is GFX 100 Mark II. As the original GFX 100 owner, this Mark II is tempting me in everywhere. I want it badly. It's just too good after using for few projects. And Fuji not only announced the body, there's few new lenses too. I have to clarify, today's video is not an in-depth full review about this new GFX 100 Mark II. It's my experience sharing and what I think the biggest value of this camera has to offer after using for months. If we will go deep in to this camera, there will be a super long technical video. Not a thing for today. The Mark II comes with a brand new 102 megapixels medium format sensor. I do a quick compare with the Mark I on photo department. Not much different we can tell from the image quality as both are extreme excellence. And also I can't access to the RAW file yet, so the compare stand in JPEG. The biggest difference starts to show on speed and responsiveness. The new sensor is fast in autofocus and continuous shot. Number wise, this is F-frame and this is 5 frame. But this don't speak up for the real hands-on feeling. When I first using it to take some continuous shot in AFC with the new 55mm 1.7, which doesn't have LM motor, it just surprised me in everywhere. It is super fast, responsive, and the AFC is spot on. It's not the medium format speed we used to, it's performed just like an X series camera. It's truly amazing. Now it's really the safe time to say that medium format is no different than other full frame or APS-C camera in the market. It can perform in any situation, wedding, street, sport, anything, you name it. One thing worth mentioning, there is a new film simulation in this body, Rarest. It's good to see Fuji bring back a discontinued film stock into digital form. The color is natural and nice. It's quickly become a second love next to classic negative. Anyhow, the biggest value to me is in video department. The Mark II support maximum up to DCI 8K 24p or 8K 30p. Of course, DCI 4K 60p, Full HD 120p. Or in maximum ProRes HQ in Type B card or 10-bit 422 in SD card. HDMI RAW output support up to 8K in ProRes RAW and Blackmagic RAW. All these are just number and spec, not the biggest value I'm referring to, but the recording format is. Now, let's sit back, relax and understand a little bit about GFX medium format video possibility. This is the APS-C sensor of Fujifilm X-S2S, one of the greatest Super 35 video camera till date. Superb rolling shutter and open gate 3x2 6K recording. Then, this is full frame sensor of many camera. Most of it can do 16:9 on video. Sometimes some camera like Arri Mini LF or Panasonic can do open gate 3x2 to utilize the full sensor for creative purposes or anamorphic need. And we always heard of large format in movie industry, vista vision. Red bigger sensor that found on a VRaptor XL8K measured at 40.96mm horizontally and 21.6mm vertically. Those numbers sound familiar? Yeah, the DCI pixel unit changed to millimeter, and it's a large sensor. Of course, in digital world, we have one giant that cannot be missed when we talk about large format, the Arri Alexa 65. This is a camera combined of 3 super 35mm sensor in vertical. Make it a huge 54mm over 25mm and you get an open gate 2.12:1 image out of it. A lot of great IMAX movie we watched is shot on this camera. Joker, Dune, The Revenant. Too many, I can't possibly name them all. But you get the idea. And also, Alexa 65 is not possible to buy, it's only available to rent. Now, where this GFX sit in? Every mode or resolution in GFX record in different aspect ratio and crop. I can't tell them all here. But the biggest it can record is utilizing the full width of the sensor, 43.69mm, and gives us 16:9 aspect ratio. This is just second to the Alexa 65, and even larger sensor area than the Red Vista Vision. Now we get the idea of biggest value I'm talking about. And not only this, if we turn our face to the full frame segment, its maximum can record up to 4x3 4.6K in full frame format. This is a super rare file. As far as my knowledge, I don't think any other camera have full frame 4x3 open gate feature. All the full frame sensor out there is either in 3x2 or 16x9, which means with GFX 100 Mark II, we can do 2x anamorphic in large format. Just I'm not sure if any 2x anamorphic lens can support. I'm only able to get my hands on the Atlas 65mm, 80mm and 100mm, and they all have some variant, called only support up to Super 35 Plus. But Atlas does have 1.6x large format adapter to make it wider field of view, just I don't have it here. The full frame 4x3 aspect ratio or the full medium format sensor 16x9 does give her a very unique look that no other camera can replicate. I can't tell you or show you if you are watching from a small screen. You got to find out one and try yourself. It's have that IMAX look that I always love to refer about. Although we all know it's far from what great Christopher Nolan did with the 70mm IMAX, the film IMAX. But it does bring us a little bit closer to our IMAX cinematic wet dream. One last hope I wish to happen on this camera but it didn't come true is full medium format 4x3 open gate. I bring the question to Fujifilm. Answer is that there is too much processing power needed. Not able to pull that off this time. But I always love to imagine how good if that can be happen one day. There's too much about the GFX 100 Mark II I should talk about. The body design, the super bright and large detachable EVF that still support the old adapters, the full-size HDMI, the new textures of the body, the breathy grip, and now it's using the new W235 battery, and it support the fans in weird way. It have faster and more processing power. Just one sentence to round it up, it does look cool and slick with the new design. I'm in love with it. A good news for everyone, but a sad news to the GFX 100 owner like myself. The new GFX 100 Mark II come in even cheaper price now, $7,499 USD. GFX 100 is $1 short from a 10 grand. Fujifilm is really aimed to bring the best value of video format to the world ever since the first launch of the GFX 50S back in 2017. Now we can count up to 6 GFX and 17 GF lenses, including the new 3 announcements today, the 55, 1.7 and 2 tilt-shift lens, 30mm and 110mm. With any of the GFX and lenses, it's already served the photography community well. Now, will this new GFX kickstart the large format cinematic era? I can't wait to see Fujifilm make a real cinema camera out of this sensor. It's about time to do, Fuji! I apologize for the lack of time to do an even more complete review video about this camera and the 3 new lenses that announced along. For sure, we'll squeeze time to do a review about this new 50mm 1.7. The lens is amazing, quality of optic is no complaint, bokeh is outstanding. Here's some few sample photo. As for the tilt-shift lenses, it's not my expertise, but if any of you would love to see a hands-on review of it, let me know in the comment. I see what I can do about it. That's all for this video. Subscribe and like. I'm Jayz. See you in the next video. Now I really want to change my GFX to this new.